Congressman Michael Waltz with us. Congressman, I think this is another example of the president's failure in foreign policy. The Iranians attacking us all over the place whilst we're supposed to be talking to them about a nuke deal. How do we fix our standing on the world stage?
Yeah, that's right, Stuart. These sophisticated drones that the Houthis are using to launch precision strikes, both Saudi and the UAE, they didn't just build those in the mountains of Yemen. They were provided both the expertise and the hardware to the Houthis by Iran. And this is in the wake of the Biden administration taking the Houthis off the terrorism list, and the Houthis attacked our embassy back in November and saw zero in terms of consequences. So once again, we have another adversary doing it because they can get away with it, and doing and destabilizing the world, attacking our allies because there are no consequences. So as long as Biden takes this approach of concessions first, America last, let's take any military option off the table and then tell our diplomats to go negotiate a deal, we're going to continue to get these same results. Our adversaries smell weakness, and they're going to push as far as they can get away with it.
China is imposing new COVID lockdown policies ahead of the Olympics. They're locking down whole cities, over 20 million people. They're preventing a lot of internal travel as well. This is going to hurt their economy. OK, I got that. But it's going to hurt us as well because it interrupts the supply chain. What do you make of this?
Well, it's a bit ironic that that COVID is interrupting China's plan for the Olympics to be released on the world. Stuart, as we've talked about, we shouldn't be having those Olympics in Beijing at all. The IOC should have moved them, and since they've refused, we shouldn't be participating. After the deaths of nearly 6 million people, 1 million Muslims in concentration camps, stamping out freedom in Hong Kong, and aggressiveness around the world, the last thing we should be doing is giving them an international propaganda platform and turning a blind eye to all of those atrocities. But to your point on supply chain, we need to be moving those supply chains, either near-shoring them or on-shoring them. Heck, if I get it my way, I'll bring them to Florida. But one thing that COVID has demonstrated is the Chinese Communist Party can and will cut off global supply chains to reach their geopolitical ends. And so things like masks, gloves, and gowns have become a national security priority. We can't persist with 90% of our pharmaceuticals, 90% of critical minerals, and other key elements being completely and wholly dependent on the whims of the CCP.
Weakness encourages the rogues, my opinion. Congressman, as you know, today is our 12th anniversary. You've been with us for many years. Do you have a special, memorable moment?
Well, it has to be just last week, Stuart, with celebrating, and I'm so appreciative of baby Army, my newborn son, that we're just so thrilled.
There's the picture. That's what we were looking for. That's Arnie. Okay. Army. A-R-M.
Go Army, Stuart. Go Army has new meaning in the Waltz household.
Yeah, right? I believe it does, because you're an Army guy yourself. Now I get it, Congressman. Now Stuart Varney gets it.
It's short for Arman, which means hope in Arabic, and my wife's family's Jordanian American. We're just really thrilled.
So you should be. Great to have you on the show, Congressman, and I'm sure you'll be back soon. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yes, sir.